Hello. This session is dedicated to outline the process of constructing a medical affairs strategy. We will start by detailing a systematic approach used to formulate a robust strategy. Whether this strategy is for a specific country or project, or can be used for the introduction of a new product in a product launch. Following that, we will illustrate the application of these steps through a hypothetical example to demonstrate the practical aspects of the strategy development. So let's get started.
Welcome to this step-by-step guide to craft a strategy in medical affairs. Crafting a strategy for a medical affairs team within a country is a multifaceted process that demands a clear understanding of the local healthcare landscape, company goals, and regulatory requirements. Here is a step-by-step guide that can be used by medical affairs to develop a robust country-level strategy. Step 1. Understand the healthcare environment. Assess local needs. Start by thoroughly researching the healthcare environment, including disease prevalence, patient demographics, treatment pathways, and unmet medical needs. Analyze stakeholders. Identify key stakeholders, which include healthcare professionals, patients, payers, and regulators. Understand their needs, motivations, and pain points. Step 2. Review global and regional strategies. Align with broader objectives. Ensure that your country strategy is aligned with the global and regional objectives of your organization. Adapt to local context. Consider how global strategies can be adapted to the specific cultural, economic, and regulatory circumstances of your country. Step 3. Set clear objectives. Define SMART goals. Establish specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that address the unique challenges and opportunities in your country. Prioritize initiatives. Prioritize goals based on their potential impact and the resources available. Step 4. Engage with internal teams. Cross-functional collaboration. Work closely with marketing, sales, regulatory affairs, and other relevant departments to gather insights and ensure a cohesive approach. Internal consensus. Achieve consensus on the strategy by involving key internal stakeholders in the planning process. Step 5. Develop key activities and tactics. Activity planning. Outline the key activities that will help you achieve your objectives. This may include medical education, KOL engagement, clinical trial support, and real-world evidence generation. Tactical execution. Determine the tactics for each activity, such as the format of educational programs, digital tools for engagement, and methodologies for data collection. Step 6. Allocate resources. Budgeting. Define your budget based on the planned activities and ensure allocation of funds is aligned with strategic priorities. Resource distribution. Allocate human and material resources where they are most needed to execute the strategy effectively. Step 7. Regulatory compliance. Legal review. Ensure all planned activities are compliant with local regulations and internal compliance policies. Continuous monitoring. Set up a system for ongoing monitoring of regulatory changes that may impact your strategy. Step 8. Training and development team. Preparation. Train your medical affairs team on the strategic plan, including the rationale, goals, activities, and expected outcomes. Skill enhancement. Identify any gaps in skills within your team and provide training to address these. Step 9. Implement the strategy action plan. Convert the strategy into an actionable plan with clear roles, responsibilities, and timelines. Communication. Communicate the strategy and implementation plan to all stakeholders, ensuring clarity and alignment. Step 10. Measure and adapt KPIs and metrics. Establish key performance indicators, KPIs, and metrics to measure the success of your strategy. Feedback loops. Create feedback mechanisms to gather insights from both internal and external stakeholders. Agile adaptation. Be prepared to adapt your strategy in response to feedback, new data, or changes in the healthcare environment. Step 11. Review and report. Performance review. Regularly review the performance of your strategy against KPIs. Reporting. Report on the progress and outcomes to the regional or global medical affairs teams, as well as to local team members. Step 12. Continuous improvement lessons. Learned. Analyze both successes and shortcomings to understand the lessons learned. Iterative optimization. Continuously refine and optimize the strategy based on these insights. By following these steps, medical affairs teams can develop a well-rounded strategy that is tailored to their country's specific needs, aligns with broader organizational goals, and is agile enough to adapt to the ever-changing healthcare landscape. Thank you.
Having explored the systematic approach to developing a medical strategy together, let's now shift our focus to another crucial element: critical success factors. I view critical success factors as the vital bridge that connects the analysis with the practical application, which forms a foundation upon which diverse strategies can be built. Critical success factors are the essential areas of any activity that must be performed well if an organization is to achieve the mission and the objectives. In other words, it's a make or break factor. Identifying critical success factors is a very important step in the strategic planning and management process. Here is when and how we can identify critical success factor. We can identify critical success factors during any stage of the strategic planning, starting from the initial planning stage when you are setting the strategic direction and definition of the mission and vision, and also the goals and objectives of your project. Or you can identify critical success factors just before the execution, after the strategy is already set, but before it is executed, ensuring that everyone knows what is critical for success. During the review of the strategy, it is also possible to generate critical success factors when evaluating the ongoing tactics and strategies to pinpoint areas that needs improvement or adjustment. And also you can generate critical success factors during change management when the organization undergoes sudden changes or significant changes, to ensure that the change aligns with the critical areas that you will drive success, or at any regular interval as part of the continuous improvement process. I find it most effective to identify critical success factors immediately after conducting the SWOT analysis. This approach allows you to effectively use these factors as a basis for creating both main and sub strategies. In the upcoming slides, I will demonstrate exactly how this is done and what exactly I mean when I say generate the critical success factors just after completing the SWOT analysis. Let's have a look at this table. Each row represents a completed SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Out of these factors, the analysis, we will generate a critical success factor as an example, and then we will transform this into a valid strategy. So based on the provided analysis, we will generate the critical success factor and then formulate the strategy. Let's take the first example. And in the first row here, you will see that the analysis has revealed that the company has a strong R&D department, research and development. And this is a significant strength. And we or the company needs to leverage this strength so they can counteract high manufacturing costs. This also means that the company wants to stay competitive against generic competitors, for example. So here the critical success factors will be to leverage research and development strengths for more innovation, and accordingly A proposed strategy would be investing more in a cutting edge research for drug development that will allow the company to stay ahead in innovation, ensuring that its strong R&D capabilities are effectively utilized to create new improved medications. Let's take the second example. In the analysis here, the company's patent drug formulations are the key strength, but it is limited because of the global presence. The company is not present everywhere around the globe. So the opportunity here is to partner with a biotech company or firm, for example, and the threat would be the regulatory changes that necessitates stronger global footprint. We can generate a critical success factor here, like expanding the global market presence. So if the company has identified from the analysis or the SWOT analysis that the global market presence is limited, they need this, and this is very important to expand in the global market presence. How we can generate a strategy from this? The strategy would be entering new international markets through different strategic partnerships with other biotech companies, for example, and so on. So, this is one of the most successful approaches to generate critical success factors from the analysis and then transform these critical success factors into valid, sound strategies by asking yourself, how can I address these critical success factors? And the answer would be the appropriate strategies. So please read the rest of the examples and also the following slides to get a complete picture about drafting a medical affairs strategy. Thank you.